Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Vendors Table. My name is MC Midday. Today we are in Hertfordshire at the amazing Grade 2 listed Offley Place. It's in a small village just outside London called Great Offley, and there's so much history in this place. We're going to explore it and see what we've got for us. The original Offley Place was built in the 1600s by the Spencer family, who have got ties to Princess Diana. This building that you see behind me was added later on, and it was built in 1806. So we've got the original red brick building, which was in the 1600s, which we'll go and see a bit later as well. So we're going to head inside and explore all the spaces this place has got to offer us, because there's a lot to see. Just before we head inside, we have parking down this way, and there's sufficient parking for up to 250 guests. So if you're driving, there's no need to worry. So let's head inside and see what space we've got to explore. So here we are on the inside of Offley Place, 17th century manor house, which is stunning. We've got a chandelier in this reception area that sort of will welcome all your guests when they arrive. So the Offley Place is split into a couple of different sections. So we've got the house, which is where we're starting now. So we'll walk through here. We've got a couple of lounges and a conservatory in this space as well. We have the accommodation, which we'll explore. And we also have the ballroom, which is probably the main area for a wedding reception. So we're going to start over here in the Salisbury Lounge. So this is actually named after one of the families that owned the building, and it's been owned by a couple of families, and their names are also on the other lounges as well. So this is sort of a chill area that you can have all sorts going on here. It's a space where you can just have separate for people to come and relax and get away from everything that's going on, which is lovely. We've got a fire here to keep the place warm, and it's very warm in here right now, which is wonderful. You've got lovely decor, you've got this huge gold frame mirror, you've got chandeliers, you've got cornicing. So it's just a really nice space to use, and it is additional to the other spaces if you do want to add it on, additional to the ballroom if you do want to add it on as a package. So just across the other side of the reception here, we have the Hughes Lounge. So it's been owned by 3 families in its time: the Hughes family, Salisbury family, and the Penrices. So that's why these lounges are named as such. So again, we've got another lounge space that it can be used to relax and chill. We've got another fire as well, which is amazing. Pretty similar layout to the lounge on the other side as well. We've got this wonderful mirror here and the chandeliers. You've got views out to the front, and you've got a view out to the side. So over here, we have a view out to the rose garden, which at the right time of year is absolutely sensational. So maybe we'll have to come back and capture that as well. So we're gonna head now through to another space within the house and just give you a full idea of what the house looks like and all the space that you've got to use if you do include the house in your booking. Cool, so heading down now into the Spencer restaurant, which is an area that you'd probably use for a reception, drinks reception, canapes. Maybe you could have a bar set up on the side or at the back over there. It's just a nice space that you can have for your guests to use and have some setup of food or drinks if you need it. In this area, there's no fixed bars, it's a dry hire venue. So you could have your drinks providers set up a temporary bar here, or you could use trestle tables and have a bar there as well. Just through here then, we've got a conservatory, which again is a lovely space. Very bright, very airy. Again, you could have a bar set up on this side maybe, and then have all your guests here mingling. You could also use this conservatory space for a civil ceremony. So it's licensed for a civil ceremony up to 120 guests, which is always good. So you could have your civil ceremony here and then move across for the reception, and then have the reception in the ballroom, which we'll go and check out in a moment as well. So yeah, a lovely space. You've got a sound system in here as well that you can use, or you could provide your own sound as well, which is always handy to have the option. So yeah, we're gonna head now into the ballroom, which is probably one of the main spaces that you'd wanna see if you are gonna book this place for your venue. So that's the house complete. We'll come back and view the accommodation, which is upstairs, and the additional toilets that are in here as well. But let's head over to the ballroom. All right, so Here we are in the Hester Ballroom, which is the main space that you would have your reception, I imagine. And you can have so many different layouts in this space, which is really amazing. So I've just come through the entrance, which you would come through if you're following it around from the house, but you've also got an entrance to either side, and we'll see where those take us in a moment as well. So hire of this ballroom is inclusive of chairs and tables. You can see behind me we've got chairs and tables as well. If you did want linens, those would have to be provided by your decorator or whoever was providing those as well. So this is a really versatile space that you could use for all sorts of stuff. We've got a stage over here as well that you could have your DJ set up on if you wanted, or you could have the bride and groom's table up there as well. You could have a dance floor here if you wanted. You could have chairs on tables on either side. So the tables that come with it are the round tables. If you did want any other configuration, then you'd probably have to source that elsewhere with your decorators, let's say. This space is available from 12 till 12, so 12 midday till 12 midnight. And guests will need to be out by 12:30. Vendors will have until 2 o'clock to clear up the space as well. You're allowed to have cold sparklers in here and dry ice, but we are not allowed to have haze, and we are also not allowed to have any naked flames. So if you do want candles, it would have to be sort of battery operated ones. There's no sound limiter in here, which I know a lot of people love to hear, but we do have a sound limit. So 95 decibels is the limit that they would like us to stick to if you are using this space. So there's no sound limiter that will cut out the sound, but if it gets too loud, then it will come and just let you know to keep the noise down to a good level, which is a good decent sound level. So that shouldn't be an issue. We've got the Hester bar in here, which is a bar that you could use inside the room if you wanted. We've also got another bar outside, which we'll show you in a moment as well. So that bar has got space for drinks as well. It's got fridges behind it as well, so you could have your staff serving there as well, which is right next to the kitchen. So we'll go and explore that in a moment. So this is the kitchen area just off the Hester Ballroom, which is a space for your caterers to use. Now, the venue do have a preferred recommended suppliers list, which is available on their website, and there's a whole range of vendors on there to cater for all needs. So you should be able to find a caterer suitable for you in that list. If you did want to have your own caterer come in, then you could do that as well. Contact the venue. They'd have to go through all the necessary checks and requirements to make sure that they're able to use this space. So this space has fridges, it has freezers, it has hot cabinets as well that you can use for everything else in terms of cooking. That would have to be brought in externally. You could have an oven in here, and then there's a space just outside here, which is used for gas cooking. So you got a station for gas cooking here as well. So your caterers would need to provide that if they were going to. The suppliers that are on the list are aware of all of this, so they would know exactly what the criteria is for that. We just got a look in here through to the back of the Hester bar, which is the bar we spoke about earlier from the Hester Ballroom. So that's got all the fridges there for all the drinks that you'd want to use. So we're gonna head back out now and head round to the other bar and have a look at what that's got for us as well. So as we head out of the Hester Ballroom, just note the Hester Ballroom is available for sort of setup from 8 AM. So decorators and caterers, if you need to get in there, you can get in there from 8 AM, which is always good to have. We have this walkway now, which is going to take us through to the Gabriel bar. But just here we've got a Courtyard, which is a nice little space. You've got deck chairs and seating as well. So for people that want to smoke or just want to get a bit of fresh air, you could do that. Now, however, this space does come with a contact from the venue to help you with all your queries, and also security in the evening as well, which is a lovely, lovely bonus to have. So here we are in the Gabriel bar, which is another space attached to the ballroom that is included with the ballroom hire. So we've got some chairs and some tables here for seating, which is good. You can use this as a sort of a breakaway space from the main activities going on in the ballroom. You've got the bar just along the back there, so your bar company will be able to use that. Again, there's fridges and things available for them to make use of. If you were having a buffet, you'd probably have your buffet station set up just in front of where the bar area is, and then you'd probably use the bar that is in the Hester Ballroom. It's a versatile space here. If it was raining, for example, you'd probably have the drinks reception here so that your guests could just walk through straight to the ballroom in a completely covered area, which is nice. You could probably also have maybe a photo booth set up in here as well, 360, or just a normal photo booth. It's a space that you can use for a lot of different things. So just off here as well, we've got the toilets, which we're going to go and check out. Always got to do toilet check. And there's also a railing for coats and bags if you didn't want to use that. So let's go and head out to the toilets and then we'll check out the accommodation. Cool. So just off the Gabriel bar, we have the area where we have both the toilets, ladies and gents, and we've also got a rail here for bags and coats if you did need that, which is always handy. There's an additional rail over that way as well. So toilets, not too far from the activity, which is always good. Toilets are wonderful. You get a look at that just now as well. And then, so what we're going to do now is we're going to head across to the accommodations, or the first sets of accommodation, and then we'll go upstairs to check out the main rooms. So here we have the Rose View Suites, which is a space that you'd probably just give to the brides and the bridesmaids to get ready. So it's a nice little space. We've got this whole facility here with fridge and tea and coffee facilities and sink and stuff. Nice little area to relax and chill in maybe before you go out for your ceremony, or chill time between the activities of the day. So going on through then, we've got this nice little seating here. We've got toilets just through that way. Got another nice seating area with big mirrors. We've got a fan, we've got an iron, we've got an ironing board. So whatever you need is available to you here. So this is probably the highlight of the Rose View, where we've got all these tables and chairs and mirrors. We've got the big mirror down the end as well. It'll probably be for the bride. So this is where they could come and get ready, and a space away from everything. So we've just got this balcony area as well, just outside, which we'll check out in a second. Loads of mirrors in here, a nice space to get away from everything, but not too far, which is always good, just to dash out and dash back in. So this space is available from 6 a.m. and will need to be cleared by 12 midnight. So you can come here, get ready, have all your changes during the day, and then you probably move your stuff to the accommodation just before 12 o'clock or at any point during the day, whichever was comfortable. So we're going to quickly just head outside to check out this space, and then we're going to check out that accommodation as well. So just outside the Rose View Suites, we've got Rose View Garden. So this is a nice little decked area. Again, nice little private space that the bride and bridesmaids can use. So once you come outside, summertime, weather's good, space to come out. If they did smoke, there's facilities for that as well. You've got heating as well outside, which is really cool. So just a nice extension to the space that we just looked at. So I'm gonna head inside, and before then, I'm gonna go check out the cottage, and then we're gonna go and check out the accommodation upstairs. So let's go. So here we are at the first bit of accommodation. So this is a 2-bedroom cottage just off to the side of the building. Now, this can be added on as extra if you would like. All the pricing details and information will be on the website, or contact the venue. Details will be in the description below. So again, this is just a cozy cottage, a nice space. You've got this little living area here. And if you come through, and then we've got a kitchen. So if you did not want to book these 16 rooms, which are all booked together, then you could just book this 2-bedroom cottage separately, and it would then be self-catered. If you book the 16 bedrooms, that comes with breakfast in the morning as well for all those guests. And if you added this on, breakfast would be included for this as well. So something to keep in mind. You got washing machine, you got fridge, freezer, stove, oven, everything you can need. We've got a nice little dining area here as well. We have a downstairs WC through there, and we're gonna head upstairs and check out the 2 bedrooms as well. All right, so making our way upstairs, we've got 2 bedrooms. We'll check out this one first. So this is just a nice, comfortable bedroom. It's got everything you need. It's got a lovely bathroom just there. You've got your bed, you've got a rail for your clothes, you've got a fan, you've got an iron in here as well. So it's just a nice, comfortable space that has everything that you possibly need. We're going to check out the other side as well, which is probably the same. All right, so heading across to the other bedroom, we have a shower in this one as well, which is nice. Again, same bed, mirror, and a wardrobe just over there in the corner. So a nice space overlooking the car park for your guests or you, if that is what you wanted to do. A nice space to have, and it's obviously right by the venue, right by the ballroom as well, which is always handy. So we're going to head inside and upstairs and check out the 16-bedroom accommodation that they have here as well. All right, so we are just past the Gabriel bar, past the toilets, and now walking through to the accommodation. But just here, we have the wheelchair access. So you've got a ramp which brings it up. So this venue is all level. So once you have the access on this side for wheelchairs, you have access to the whole venue, which is lovely. So I'm going to carry on walking through. On the way to the accommodation, we've got the disabled toilets and the baby change. We'll show you that as well. So as we're walking down, we've got additional gents toilets, we've got ladies toilets, and we also have then the disabled toilets and the baby change should you need it. So this is the whole way down. We're going to continue straight through, and that will bring us back to the main area and then take us upstairs to the accommodation. All right, so here we are back in the main area. We've just come through the door with the toilet, so that will also be the toilets for the house as well. So if you need the toilets for the house, it'll be down these stairs just to the left. So you can see I'm under this wonderful chandelier, this central piece with all the lights coming down as well, which is amazing. So we're going to go up the stairs now, and that's where we've got the accommodation suites as well. So we'll talk through the options that are available for accommodation here and see what the spaces look like. So this is bedroom number 5, which is the honeymoon suite. So we've got the biggest of the rooms here. We also have a 4-poster bed for whichever activities need to occur here after the wedding day. So this is one of the 16 rooms that is included with the room. So for Saturday bookings, you'll be required to take the house, the ballroom, and the 16 bedrooms. So 16 bedrooms is additional. It comes as a separate package on the other days of the week, but on Saturdays you're required to take the 16 bedrooms. Breakfast is available to the guests in the bedrooms, and that'll be served in the conservatory, which we went through earlier. So nice space, very spacious, very roomy. You've got everything you can need. You've got mirrors, you've got an iron, you've got hair dryers, you've got tea and coffee making facilities, everything you can need. Through here we have the bathroom, which is a nice roomy bathroom. You've got a bath and a shower, which is always nice as well. So if you want to have a little soak in the morning with your husband or with your wife, then you could do just that. So we're gonna have a quick look at some of the other rooms as well, and then we'll keep the tour going. All right, so we're moving across now into bedroom number 6, which is one of the other 16 bedrooms that you'll have available to you if you book this option. As I mentioned, Saturday, obviously you're required to take the 16 bedrooms, the house and the ballroom as well. So again, a nice space for you to offer to your guests if they wanted to stay on site, which is always nice to have. You've got mirrors, you've got irons, you've got an ironing board, you've got even a heater for this room if you wanted it as well. And we also have a bathroom and tea and coffee making facilities. We've got a decent view out as well, which is lovely. So a nice space to wake up to in the mornings. It's just a nice space overall. So this is sort of a similar vibe that you'll get in all the other rooms that are available here. So we've got room number 13 is missing. So rooms are actually numbered from 1 to 17, but there's no 13. So if you get the form and it says 17 rooms, it doesn't mean there are 70 rooms, there are 16 rooms, but just no room 13. So we're gonna head outside now and finish the tour up out there. Right, so we're back outside for the last bit of the tour. Now, as you can see, we've got loads of green space. This venue sits on 27 acres, which is massive. You are allowed to have fireworks here, but there is an additional charge for that and preferred supplier, and it also has to be low noise fireworks as well, because we're in the village and near the neighbors. So that is an option if you do want to take it. We also have the costs of the venue, which are available on their website. So very transparent with pricing, very reasonable pricing for what you get as well. So check that out. And obviously we've mentioned all the stuff that it includes and doesn't include as well. If you do want any further information, the venue's details will be in the description below. So reach out to them if you have any questions. So as I mentioned, in terms of the hire of this space, you've got the separate rooms. So you've got the house, you've got the ballroom, and you've got the accommodation. You've got the rose view and you've got the cottage. So during weekdays, you can mix and match it however you would want it. On Saturdays, you're required to take the house, the ballroom, and the 16 bedrooms accommodation as well. So the Roseview Suites is an additional. You can add that on. The cottages are additional. You can add that on. There's a civil ceremony. If you wanted to add that in, there's an additional for that as well. So yeah, as I mentioned, reach out to the venue. They've got all the details. They're really helpful, really handy. So feel free to give them a shout. You can also check them out on Instagram as well, which is where you get a snippet to what you can get from this place. So that brings us to the end of the tour. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, we'll see you next one.